Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Okay, I got a question for you. What is a pirate's favorite fish? Yar, it be a swordfish. You know what? I'll just stop here and move on with this week's Big Old Fish. Now, before we start this week's Big Old Fish, I just thought I'd share a picture of myself with a big old fish from, well, I'll just say decades ago. I was a young boy on the right there in the photo, and that was a 10-pound, 34-inch northern that I caught and won a fishing tournament with. Way to go, Chris. That's one big old fish. Anyway, moving on with this week's Big Old Fish, we start off with Brad Noir from Riverside, Illinois. Now, back in July of this year, he was fishing on Lake Tomahawk with night crawlers, and shortly after lunch, he caught and released this rock bass. Brad says it might not necessarily be a big old fish, but it was still a fun one to catch, as it had been quite a while since he had hooked his last one. I'll tell you what, Bradley, you just keep at it and keep on reeling them in. All right, next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Chad Ruzinski from Conover. Now, he was fishing a tournament with his wife, Cheryl, and he heard a loud splash behind the boat, so he decided to take a cast back in its direction. And then he had the fish follow his bait to the boat. He did about a half of a turn and a figure eight, and the fish smashed the lure. He went ahead and set the hook, and his wife had the net ready immediately, and they bagged this 46-1/4-inch monster. Not only that, they won the tournament that they were in, which was the first tournament that they have entered together. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Husband and wife team winning a fishing tournament with a big old fish. Heck yeah, keep on reeling them in, Chad. And finally, in this week's Big Old Fish, we have Dan Berryman from Eagle River. Now, Dan was on a fishing outing for the Wounded Warriors with Muskie Bob Jacobs when he got this beautiful fish. And he was also lucky enough to catch the largest muskie caught over the 2 days that they were fishing together. First off, thank you, Dan, for your service, and way to go. That is one big old fish. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling taxidermy fish mount is on our website, wjfw.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.